Danilo is a red. Welcome to Forest Fan TV. Good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever in the world you are. Whatever time of day you're watching this, hope you're having a wonderful start to your week. And welcome to your latest Nottingham Forest transfer news. And we're going to be starting with Danilo because what a signing he is. Hope you guys are excited about it. But before we get into it, did you know that 46% of you are not subscribed to the channel who are watching this video? So if you would be kind enough to start by hitting that like button if you're enjoying the content, subscribe to the channel, I'm talking to you, 44%, and put your notifications on so you don't miss any updates, especially in the January transfer window where there is so much going on in Nottingham Forest. But let's jump into this and let's talk about Danilo. Okay, so as we mentioned to you, oh God, when was it? Friday? Danilo flying in over the weekend. That has happened. Bloody hell, was it a long flight? I think he only arrived there yesterday and undertook his medical. And he has now hopefully completed that. What we have understood is that Danilo has agreed personal terms with Nottingham Forest. I don't know the figures on that. Some are saying 30, some I've even heard as high as 100k, but I don't think it will be. But it is for a long-term deal, 6.5 years is our understanding. And he couldn't have come at a better time with the injury crisis that we currently have. We have another video on that today, so if you haven't checked that out, check it out after this one. It couldn't come at a better time because it is quite likely that initially my expectations were that he would be blooded into the team at a progressive pace, shall we say. But with Yates out, with the other injuries we have, which we'll talk about in the other video, it may be that he is forced into the team quite quickly. And I guess the question for you guys is, do you want Danilo to start against Bournemouth at this next weekend match we have on Saturday? And for me, I kind of now under the feeling of forget blooding him in slowly. Let's chuck the kid in and see what he's got, because he will play in that position. Now, we have a specific Danilo video coming out as well, which will explain to all of you how he fits into the team. We've compared him to Freuler. Dino's done a fantastic job in our branch in the high press. Make sure you're following that on Twitter. It's at FFTV High Press. And that has all your latest and breaking Forest news as well. But keep an eye out for that video. And I don't want to talk about too much in depth because obviously it's covered in that video. But it'll talk about his positioning, his stats, where he likes to play on the pitch and things like that. You're really going to enjoy that insight to him. But just to confirm, this deal was for 20 million euros, which is about 17.8, something like that, million pounds. And it is done and it is dusted. And we're just waiting for Forest to announce it officially. Let's move on to the next player that's linked to Forest, and it's Zaniolo from Roma, the 23-year-old striker, I guess you could call him, more a CF than a striker, has been linked. But he's also been linked to other larger clubs in the likes of Tottenham and Newcastle. Roma are looking for around 25 to 30 million euros for him. Forest are showing an interest, but I don't know if I'm convinced. I don't know if he's good enough. Look, he is pacey. He is, got an eye for goal. Currently not in the Roma team. He wasn't in their last victory yesterday. So there is a likelihood that he is available. But is he the right profile? I guess the other argument would be, well, is he better than what we've already got in the likes of Sam Surridge, Awoni, etc.? I think he's better than Sam Surridge. Probably better touches on the ball than Awoni, but I'm just not convinced this is the right guy. And for 30 million, look, it's not that much in relation to how much a striker going to the Premier League should cost. But personally, I'd rather Forest paid another 10 mil, and for about 35 to 40 mil, we could get ourselves Ramos. We all saw him, the Portuguese international. He was really good in the World Cup. He's bangs in a lot of goals. Yes, it's in the Portuguese league, I know. But I think that profile player would suit us and our style better. I don't know what you guys think. And the final one, if we're going to dip in the Roma pot, might as well get Tammy Abraham because he's got Premier League experience. He wants to come back to England. There have been some loose links, as we reported a week or two ago to you guys. For me, those are better options, but it just depends what's available at the moment. We'll keep you posted on this one. I still think if he's going to go, he probably ends up at somewhere like Spurs. He would be quite suited to Conte's style of football. But let me know if you like him, or you want him at Forest in the comments down below. Okay, another striker linked to Nottingham Forest is Oscar Estupinan, who plays for the mighty Hull City, who are sitting somewhere like 16th or 17th in the championship. He's played 24 games this season and scored 12 goals. And that's about as much as I know about him. I don't know if there's any Hull fans watching who can tell us more about him, but I think the point on this is, why should we be fishing in the championship pond when we are Premier League? And there's so much, better talent out there. Because we've been linked with Brereton Diaz, and now this dude is like, no, we need to set our markers higher. We need to be looking up, not down, as we were saying in the podcast yesterday. So for me, another link here. Look, there's others interested. These are the lower clubs, more so than the higher clubs, the likes of Southampton, etc., are interested in him. Not for me. Not for me. Unless you guys can tell me he's a worldie, that's a gem that's about to be uncovered. Let me know down below. But honestly, I don't know too much about him, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I watch Hull. Okay, coming up next is going to be a transfer injury crisis update. So make sure, well, you may have already watched it, but if you haven't, I'll put the link over on this screen right here. Remember, guys, 46% of you or 44% of you are not currently subscribed. So please do hit that subscribe button, as we are this close to 8,000 subscribers on Forest Fan TV. Go follow us on the socials. All the links you need are in the link tree below. If you haven't already, before you leave, please do consider hitting that like button if you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel. Become a member for only 99p. And we'll see you on the next video. A lot of content coming out today. Come on, you Reds.